everyone, Bethany here and welcome to my channel. Today I am working with the Not Too Shabby Shops Paper Pad Club of the month for May, and the two pads are Patriotic Waves and Yay for Red, White, and Blue. I am loving all of the summer. We finally just got a wave of some warm weather and I am loving the happy and patriotic and summery vibes of these pads. So I have actually pulled out the scraps from the last paper pad video that I did. You can find that either on my channel or the Not Too Shabby Shops channel. But I am thinking I need to use some of these up. I really like how using the die and creating these two cards here, I purposely positioned my die so that I could have a full base with a cutout, because this die has little stitches around the edge of the inside and outside. So it's very easy to use your paper up and not have to waste as much. So I purposely positioned my die right in the middle of my panel. So now I am going to create probably one of the simplest leftover paper pad cards ever. So I started off with my panel at 4¼ by 5½. And basically all I'm going to do is glue this right down to my Neenah 110-pound cardstock card base that I created, and I'm going to keep life simple and easy on this one. It's not super hard when you have a great pad of paper that you have to do all this effort to create amazing cards. I feel like sometimes the papers themselves create amazing scenes and cards for you. And this is actually a cutout from the paper pad as well. It is ephemera, and I used my scan and cut to cut out the page. You can see that also in my first video from this earlier this month, which I will try my best to link down below for you all. And I love this rose with the glitter and glamour and glitz. It's just perfect. Now I have to pick the perfect sentiment. And the sentiment I've chosen is from the Altenew Pen Rose set, and it is "You are amazing." And I stamped that out in the Muscle Car Blue from Maker Forte. And I stamped it out on the back side of what the ephemera page was. You'll see a little more detail of that on my previous video. So I just kept it within the blue family. And then I fussy cut it out because I didn't feel like having everything straight lines. And I think it works. I am going to do a few more things to make things pop, because this rose has what looks like little bits of glitter in it. I'm just going to add some clear glitter right over the top of it just to really accent it. As it dries, it'll look amazing, but it's giving a little three-dimensional glitter to it, and it's kind of cool just to give the zazz. I could have also used just clear, but I wanted to really make it pop. And it doesn't take a whole lot, just little dabs here and there. I'm missing a couple of them because they're just so tiny, it's not really going to make that much of a difference. But that was just a simple add of accents, and now as it dries, it's going to dry with a little bit of shimmer to it. I am also going to just zhuzh this up and put it right in the middle of the A's, the U, anything that has a little circle. I'm just going to add that little bit of bling to the sentiment as well. And look at how fun and wonderful that is. It's simple. I could add jewels, I could add gems, but I'm trying to keep it to a 2-minute card. I am loving how this looks. Now let's go for a little more complicated look using the leftovers from my last video. So taking the card panel front that's already created, that, I once again did the same thing where I lined up my circle when I cut it out, and this panel is a full A2 size front, so it will cover the entire thing, no borders, no edges. And I am going to do something a little crazy. I am taking this Spellbinders Star Right stencil and I am placing it over here. We are going to just add a little bit of fun texture and excitement to the card panel. Like I said, I'm going from very simple to very complicated, but I think in the end, I'm going to love the results, and I hope you do too. I'm going to tape it from behind with the mint tape in hopes that it stays, and trying to remember where I lined it up as best as I can, because taping from behind makes more sense than taping from the front. Just my opinion. Alright, and now I'm going to use the newer Lunar Paste No Diving from Simon Hurley. And Lunar Paste dries fairly quickly, so I'm going to work as quickly as possible. I'm going to fill in these stars here. The other important thing to remember is to clean your tools as quickly as possible. Your glass mat. Glass mat's a little easier to clean up, but something like your stencil and your scrapers, those might get caked too much and you'll end up having to replace them because you can't use them properly because they are full of very dried on lunar paste. So I'm not trying to have a super thick coat. You'll see I'm constantly moving it, but I want to have enough that the stars themselves pop out off of the paper pad behind. And you can do a similar technique if you don't have lunar paste or any type of, Ranger has a lot of pastes like this. I know scrapbook.com has stencil butter. Everyone has a similar version, but if you don't have anything like that, you can do the same thing with ink blending. This is my way of just adding a little bit of dimension and mixed media looks to the already amazing paper pads. It's just something to zhuzh it up and go to the next level with it. And I am loving it, loving it, loving it. Trying to fill as many as I can without it looking like I missed some. That's my goal. And that's kind of hard because you can't see all of them as well. But I am basically just aiming for all the open red I can see through the stencil. See, I purposely missed a couple, but I might end up having to fill them in depending on how, when I put my final scrape over it, if they get filled in, well, and I'm filling those in too. No big deal. And almost done laying down my initial layer. So the thicker the layer, the longer it takes to dry. The thinner the layer, the faster it takes to dry. Some of these will dry, some of the cards I've done have dried within seconds. I mean, not even a full minute. So that's why you just have to work fast and keep moving. So I'm going to scrape the excess off of my jar here. Try not to hit a lot of other things. And now I'm going to scrape from in to out just to get a nice even layer. And looks like I missed a little bit there, so I'm just going to do one more time. Same thing here, I missed a little there. Filling it in and then scraping it down to a nice even coat. Same thing here, scraping down a nice even coat. And when I'm confident I have that nice even layer, I'm going to put the excess into the jar, close that up. We don't need it drying. And then I'm going to quick fast in a hurry clean all of my utensils, stencils, and just look at that though, before it's drying. Just look at how pretty that is. So I am loving how bold and beautiful that look is already, even before it's dried. You'll know that the panel is ready to go when you touch it and it is no longer tacky, it's hard. And I will show you, I have cut down the ombre glitter page paper to a 3" by 3" square, and all I'm going to do is add glue right around the edges. Since I don't know exactly where it's going to hit, I just left enough space to be able to place the panel right over it. And you'll see I over glued right here, so I'm just going to wipe it off with my finger. I misjudged how close it was to the edge, which is okay. because the back is going to be taped down and not glued, so I won't have to worry too much about it. It's just to help hold it in place. And then I will go ahead and use my tape runner. I'm going to try not to press down too hard because some of that lunar paste might get squished. Even though it's dry, it'll still get impressions in it. So just putting light pressure. And because the panel is created to cover the whole A card front size, just going to line it up corner to corner, tapping it down to make sure it's adhered properly. And then I'm going to go ahead and glue my little flag lady right on. Give a little extra glue to the hand. She stays in place. And I'm not going to add a sentiment inside today, but in my head, eventually I'm going to make a foiled sentiment of baby you're a firework or something like that. I just couldn't pick one that really fit. And hey, that's okay. You can make this into a birthday card, patriotic card, friendship card, whatever floats your boat. But this is one way to use the scraps and turn it into a more complicated version than this simplistic version of using the scraps. I hope you had fun with me today. I hope you learned a little bit and also that I inspired you to use your paper pads and see what you can come up with. I am loving the diversity of these looks. They are fun, little easier than the other, but I really love the result. So let me know down in the comments. Do you like to do more simple cards or do you like to do more mixed media and a little bit more complicated? Don't forget to check the link down below for the Not Too Shabby Shop shopping link. And as well as my shop, we have our summer sale starting soon, but I also have a special code for you for those who are looking for gifts. I know there's a lot of baby showers and birthdays and wedding season is here. So if you are looking for a custom made gift for your loved ones and you have an exclusive coupon in the comment section below as well. Don't forget to give a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe. We have lots more crafty inspiration heading your way and lots more fun videos, especially this summer. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Don't forget to find the joy in your day and happy making. Bye! All I'm going to do is glue around the corners. My glue will work. I'm going to glue around the... Let me start that again. I think my glue is running out. Need to refill my glue here. Oh, rewind. I lost my train of thought. And I can hear my kids playing outside. They're having so much fun, I should go there too. Don't forget to link. Don't forget to link. Any support you can give our family as we grow. No, that sounds like we're pregnant. We're not pregnant, guys. Oh, I need to scratch that. Oof. Shh. No one heard that. Our lives are full. You're good. I do need more sleep though. Don't forget. I did get. Words are hard. At least I can laugh about it. And that's a wrap.